Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Moms in Business podcast. I'm your host, Allison, and this is your host.
I'm Jade.
And we are talking all things Never Say Never, Mom Edition.
Let the truth come out.
Yeah, we have kind of asked our audience and talked a little bit with ourselves and other mom friends of ours to see who has the biggest Never Say Never stories, and we got a couple of really good ones. So I guess let's start out what's going on. Let's give everybody an update. It's been a little while since we've been on the podcast.
Yeah, it's summertime, so we're all in the mix of vacations, and I guess in the working world, it's trying to balance, give your kid a summer and also still work. So if anybody has any, maybe that's an episode. Like, how do we do a summer? Because we're not even in school yet, and I'm still trying to compete with like moms with kids in school to give my 5-year-old a summer.
Yeah.
But no, we're in the crazy world of our first maybe broken bone. Like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
We don't know if it's broken or not. So maybe you moms can help me. So Reagan, she's 3. She twisted her ankle or rolled it or did something. But I did learn children of that age, their foot does not swell or bruise-ish.
Which is crazy to think.
My husband and I are sports people, and like, man, my ankle has been huge. So like, that's when you know. So her foot hurts. We go the rest of the day. Okay, your foot hurts. We'll, go to sleep. It'll feel better in the morning. Well, then she wakes up in the morning and it doesn't feel better. And she's still limping. So we go and do all the doctor visits, the x-ray. Well, the x-ray comes back fine. Okay, so what do we do now? They stand her up in this thing, and then she can't walk on it for 3 days. I'm like, what am I going to do with a 3-year-old that can't walk on her foot?
Yeah, good luck with that, honestly.
I need to work. I pay for daycare.
And she's 3.
Yeah. So my husband gets on Facebook Marketplace and finds a scooter. Heck yeah, we do. So our daycare didn't really like it, but they couldn't say no. So we roll her in to school with a scooter.
My way to school.
So we're thinking, okay, a couple days off of it, it'll be fine. And then we go back to the doctor yesterday, and it still hurts. But this is coming from a 3-year-old. Yeah, and they're like pushing, like, does this hurt? Yeah. Does this hurt? Yeah. Does this hurt? Yeah. Okay, Reagan, let's be honest. Like, this is kind of important. Like, so I don't know. I don't believe one way or the other.
And that's the tough spot that you get in where you're like, do I tell my kid that I don't believe I'm a 3?
I do believe she's hurt. Like, I think it hurts, but like, I'm just confused at how bad it hurts or whatever. So anyway, they said it might be broken, but you still can't see it on an x-ray. So thankfully I didn't make me pay for another x-ray. But you can't see all this stuff on kids' x-rays. So we have a boot, which is better than a cast.
Better than a cast.
But guess what? We get to take the boot off when it doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh.
And we're basing that on a 3-year-old's opinion. So we'll see when that doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our life now, a boot.
Yep.
So yeah, but
over here, not a whole lot going on.
So
we're just working, and we did go to the lake, which was really nice. We needed a little weekend getaway. My son slept no amount of time the first night, though. It was absolutely horrific. He has not slept through the night in over a year. So then we get to this Friday night, and he doesn't want to sleep at all. I thought I was going to absolutely lose my mind. We were not okay. 3:30 rolls around, 4:30, 5:30 rolls around, and Matt's like, we are going home. And I was like so worked up for this lake trip. I was like, I'm so excited that we get to be on the lake and just chill and like not have service and all this stuff. And then he's telling us that we're going home. I'm in tears. I was not okay that night. And then the next day, fortunately got so much better. And then Briggs was super tired. So then next night, full night of sleep. But that was a fun Friday.
Yeah, that's the worst, taking kids out of their sleeping environment, though. So you just got to plan for no sleep, because that's not going to be the last time you don't sleep on a trip.
It was okay. Yeah, that's a perfect never say never, because like it didn't even cross my mind that he might not sleep well, because he's always slept well. And the last time that we were at the lake, like he wasn't as comfortable, but we were fine, and he was 6 months old.
Yeah.
Now he's 18 months old, and didn't even dawn on me, because he has spent the night at his cousin's house. He's been late and like fell asleep at my mother-in-law's house a ton of times. Like, why is this any different? He's with mom and dad.
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope.
Learned that lesson. All right. So never say never. Number 1.
Oh, what's the best I think we can start. I think the number one, if you were to poll people, right? Like, let's poll it. I think you got to go electronics.
Yeah.
Like,
that would definitely be the number one
like,
response.
oh, I'm never giving my kid the TV, or I'm never gonna let my kid be the TV to be the babysitter.
I'll never get my kid their own iPad.
I never said that, but I did. My never say never on breaking down screen time is I said, we're never going to a restaurant and giving my kid a tablet. Like, they will color, they will do all these things besides.
Yeah, they'll scream before.
Yeah, that's funny. I laugh at myself. That's funny.
Yeah.
But I'm going to break that down, though, because when I look at dinner time out in public, what people, or what I always judged, again, I admit I judged.
Before.
I did.
Yeah, because we all do it. Like, what else? Yeah. We're all judging everybody all the time. I don't care what anybody says.
What did they do before dinner?
Shut their mouth.
Because, like, when we go out to dinner, you don't know where I've been. If we've been to the park or we do a lot. We overly do for our kids. I said that the other day. Like, our kids need to get bored way more often than they do. But, like, so by the time we get to a restaurant, we're done. Like, we're tired. Actually, by the time we get there and we're hangry, and I have 3 kids. If they get hangry, one specifically, like, you just need to keep feeding her. As my sister said the other day, just carry the snacks and just pre-give them to her. So, but the moment we get hangry, we're in trouble. So at dinner time, like, if we want to have a sane conversation or just a peace, I'm busting out the tablets. I'm no shame in my game now, but I did judge.
Yeah. No shame. We are in a position where we actually still don't really do that, but we have one kid who's a year and a half, and
he's a boy. He entertains better than himself. He's not a girl. Sorry, there's a difference.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference.
But
and yeah, he likes whatever it is that we're into. Like, he just chilling him out is like giving him a piece of our food, and then he's like, okay.
I guess so.
Not
like
the same.
If you give your use a tablet for babysitter, if you want to call it that, I think that's kind of extreme. But if you need 10 minutes apiece, or you need 30 minutes, I don't care what you need. Like, give them a movie, give them a tablet. Like, we're all need sanity here, and there are some good games and stuff on there, you know. But like, I still don't understand the YouTube thing. My kid loves to watch people do normal stuff.
So many kids are into watching people just do normal stuff.
Quit my day job and go do videos of us and make lots of money on YouTube.
Yeah, you can make lots of money on YouTube.
So I think that's probably the biggest one.
Yeah, I think so too.
Probably next biggest in the ranking would be food in general. So like, I had one mom say about processed food. She wasn't gonna do processed food. That wasn't me. I'm all about processed food.
That ain't me.
But I am looking more into food. So on the opposite, I'm looking more into like the dyes and the sugar. So I pay attention. Not that I take it away, but like, I will see my kids act different with certain things.
Really?
And I want to like eliminate them because it eliminates stress on me when they lose their mind, and I can correlate it to food. So I see where like the sugar comes in, but we are an anti-soft drink house unless it's Sprite because you're severely ill. Like, yeah, no taste, but my husband's addicted to it. Like, so we have a big thing on that.
Yeah. We don't buy soft drinks, and we did not give Briggs any. I mean, I've given him a little taste of Diet Coke, and what he does.
Yeah, because he's still young.
He's
but
so just taken back by the fact that it's something not water.
Yeah.
But
we have our own reason for the soft drink, but we give all kinds of other food. But my mom, she said, it was funny. She was like, yeah, after that, a week after having kid number 2, she apologized to her sister-in-law that had 5 kids. Because she was like, I'm so sorry I judged you, but this 2 kid, it's like, whatever you want, just take it. Get out of my face. Like, I got things to do.
Get out of my face, yeah. Like,
yeah, and I think you find those walls coming down the more kids you have. But
I'm sure.
Do you cook 2 different meals?
So that's actually like a little like up in the air, because we do still kind of cook 2 different meals depending on what it is that we're eating, because we just have the one kid and he's only 18 months old. So like, I've been transitioning him to more adult type food, you know, like he'll have salmon with us and stuff like that now, but usually he does get chicken nuggets and whatever. What we are trying to stray away from is if he doesn't eat this, he doesn't get anything else, because he just wants snacks all the time. And so we're just trying to give him like a little more protein rich and more vegetable rich diet. Not that we're focused on anything crazy at all whatsoever. We are lucky for chicken nuggets and broccoli, or chicken nuggets in a pouch, frankly. But like
We've gone, I've done 2 meals, but I'll cook a different meal for myself and my husband will eat the kid meal. So,
So like, I think there's a difference in
Yeah.
like age there too, because like we were talking about this with some other real estate friends of ours, and they were actually in like a bouts with it, because she was saying that when she was growing up, she could have PB&J if she didn't want what her mom cooked, and he was saying absolutely not. If you didn't want what mom cooked, nope, hungry.
actually, I've gone to that. I was gonna come up with that. Like I will do a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You will.
Yeah, but that's all you're getting.
If it's
And
not
then-
this, it is that, and that is it. Okay.
And then we had the whole snacks, like our friends do last bites before nighttime. So like this is what they call it, last bites. It's super cute. But then so my last bites, and now Kyle starts to call it that too. But it's applesauce. Like I don't even know if that's super healthy, but it's like the sugar-free plain whatever. But if they say
better than
I'm
anything
hungry,
else.
I'm hungry, I'm like fine, applesauce it is. And they'll eat it, and they know now they're trained like they're only gonna actually ask for the applesauce. But it's like, no, you're not going to get to choose. And if you aren't hungry and you're just wanting that food, then usually you'll say, no, I don't want applesauce. But I will do the peanut butter and jelly.
That's smart. I don't really know how I'm going to like end up being, honestly. Like I feel like I could go either way depending on the day.
Yeah.
And because it's one of those like, if I know my kid doesn't like it, like, might as well give them something else, you know? They're allowed to not like something, but then there's the whole, are you even trying it?
So a mom favorite on the Never Say Never is like the minivan debate.
Minivans.
You're a
Yeah.
Never Say Never right now.
I'm
You're
in the
never.
middle of a never say never with the minivan right now, because I'm like, I'm never going to have more than 2 kids. Never say never.
Maybe that. That's another Never Say Never.
And I'm like, but do I really need a minivan for 2 kids? It's not
Yes.
that I'm opposed to minivans. It's just that, like, I don't know. Do
Do
I
you think
really
a
need
minivan
it?
needs to be like 6 of them hauling out of there, or like?
Well, do you see what happens when minivan doors open up? They just come. There's a train of ducklings that come out of those minivans.
Well, that is me. But I was never a Never Say Never. I said I was getting a minivan. I feel like if you have a kid, your coolness is gone. So what does it matter what car you drive? Like I'm
I don't
all
even know
about.
that it's like a cool factor. I think I'm just like, do I gotta? But
You should for your sanity. Like, I don't know. Like, the doors, amazing. Like, and when I say doors, there's multiple things to it. Like, when your kids are opening the door themselves and they bang into the car next to you and you're the jerk that just dented the car next door, like, you don't have to deal with that stress of what if they bang the door.
Yeah.
Number 2, it slides and they can hop in and out. Like, it's just a more, like, get in. Like, I'm herding ducks, like you said, but, like, they get into the minivan besides hopping up in.
and then
to the vehicle.
over. You know, kids
Like,
like
my husband has a truck and right now he doesn't have the runners on it, so like it's a
is
a
a
whole
throw
workout for
into
them to
the-
get in there. So I don't know. There's just so much practicality to the minivan that it's like, do it for your sanity. You're not cool anymore. You have kids.
that
Like
makes sense.
just
Okay.
go with it. All the stuff, carrying other friends.
I could totally see the carrying other friends part too, because I'm just thinking like,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Get the minivan. You're
the
not cool
minivan.
anymore. That's all I gotta say. I know I keep saying that, but like, never say never. Just do it.
I'm gonna be a cool mom.
You got a good never say never in the opposite direction.
Yeah. So, whenever I was pregnant, very much so, I was looking at all those helicopter parents and all this stuff, and I was just gonna be like so chill. Like my kid can handle it. It'll be fine. Like your kid can handle it. It's fine. Everybody just needs to like grow up and stop babying their kids. And then my little nugget came out, and he's just this bright and shining thing that hung the moon. And I couldn't imagine if he got hurt. I told my husband the other day. So while we were at the lake, he was having an absolute meltdown. And it was just the most devastating thing for me. And he'll never remember having that meltdown, right? He was just so tired from the night before. All the things, we couldn't get him to go down. It took him like an hour and a half to fall asleep, right? And then he slept for a really long time. And that was on the boat. And I looked at Matt and I said, I'm actually physically in pain because he is so upset. And I can't with this whole like mother-son connection thing anymore. I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to do more kids. Am I going to be hurting all the time because they're hurting? And then like, it was just one of those. And then I realized that I'm just a helicopter mom.
You are.
I'm just like an absolutely like overprotective, and I have to sit myself down whenever we play in the backyard and just like let him go do his thing. And I just want to hover over top of him so that, because I'm thinking we've got these bushes that need to be trimmed down and all this stuff, and he's gonna fall on one, it's gonna poke his eyeball out. I'm thinking he's gonna like take a rock and swallow it and he's gonna choke. And so it's actual like a mental cognizant effort for me to not helicopter, but I do try every single day. We have this great setup in my eyes where my bay window in my kitchen sees the most of my backyard, and he can't go far, and it's fully fenced in, and we live in a great neighborhood, all this stuff. So I let him go outside by himself whenever he's playing on the patio. But it is at least every 22 seconds that I'm going out to the window like this. Like I gotta lay eyes on him and he doesn't go far. He stays in this little 4 square concrete patio. He does not go anywhere. He doesn't even go into the grass. And
I don't let my little one, who knows where, he's a runner, so we have to be.
Mine is not a runner.
Yeah.
He's on my leg all the time.
Yeah, I don't
he
have
doesn't
any
go
of those.
anywhere.
I don't have any of those. I'm a hover mom on certain things that I didn't think I would be, but like playing outside, like Reese is 5, she can go outside now. We're starting to let her go outside, but like my other 2, yeah, like no. But you're also a hover mom too on like the stuff. Like I remember you were researching sippy cups.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like,
yes,
girl,
like,
just give him a damn sippy cup.
but then I see somebody on Instagram say something like, "Oh, this sippy cup is gonna give them buck teeth," or this is gonna do this, and it's not gonna let them form their palate correctly. And I'm like, okay, I already got big horse teeth in my head as it is, and the last thing I need is for him to have a deformed palate. Heaven forbid.
Yeah, so it's a different research, hover mom.
Like it's psychotic the amount of stuff that I researched before giving to him. But in the moment, like, I'm more fine. Like, if it's one of those, like, if it's all we got, it's all we got. I don't care. But if I can do something proactively is the other side. But I'm also not a natural, like, we do processed food. I don't look at any sugar or color. It's very weird. It's dumb stuff.
It's funny. Now that we have, like, our sphere is all families, it's funny how we can, like, I can rank our friends of, like, who hovers and who doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, and we're actually on the scale, we're up on the top of hover. Like, funny enough, like, you're at the very top. We're not there. We're, like, down. But then we have friends that are, like, way down here. But I admire them because I want, like I always say, like, I want to get more like them because it's, like, less stressful. But then I see them in different aspects and it's just different things. Like
it's the different things that you hover about. Yeah.
Yeah. But like the one mom in mine she's another mom of 3 and like she doesn't hover on the daily, but then there's certain things that she's really particular about. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But then when I break it down, it's those things care about her stress and like how to manage the 3. So like I want to be more like her in her non-hovering. It's like a picking and choosing your battles type of thing.
Yeah. Like I'm choosing to be picky about this because I know it's going to make all of this subsequently successful.
Yeah.
Including my mental, but yeah.
What was another good one? For older kids, because we're still living in the like toddler world. Oh no, let's go back to this one. Do you let your kids sleep in your bed or not?
Lord, no. Like, under no circumstances right now do we let him sleep in our bed, except for when we went to the lake. I didn't pack him an extra pack and play because I was like, oh, he'll just sleep with us. It'll be like no big deal, whatever. No, he didn't like it. He didn't want it. He did not want anything to do with me. He wanted me to throw him in a pack and play and, like, leave him alone.
Well, that's you've trained him well. But
well, I think it's because
I said we would never sleep in the bed, co-sleep. And we don't co-sleep for the most part. Like, we all like our own space. But at 4 a.m, if someone's at my bed, I'm just like, get in. Like, I don't care. Like, you gotta get in bed. Well, and Kyle's like, no, they're get out of it. And I'm like, you're spending way more effort getting them out than if we just like
their room and cuddling them back to sleep over there when we could just cuddle here.
Yeah. So, and then it's just funny. So we go through stages, but we're not an all night. Like we have friends that like might as well buy that big, huge mattress that's like 1,000,000 feet.
Well, that's my thing about it though. Like honestly, sometimes I just want to cuddle with him because he's my little thing, and I just love my little thing. He's my little thing, and I just love him to death, and I just want all the cuddles, but he doesn't really want me, and then I don't know. I just feel like he's just gonna be little for only so long. So like, cuddle him while they want to cuddle, and then like I know that my mom did not let me in bed with them, but I remember one night specifically I was having terrible dreams, and then I went and I crawled in bed with my parents, and then like whatever. And I remember that guy felt like very comforted that night, you know, and then it was never like a must after that. I didn't really care. But even still, I want to go cuddle with my mom. Like, if I'm going to go take a nap at my mom's house, I'm going to nap with my mom.
That's funny.
And I don't, it's like, I'm like, not, but.
All right, I think one we can end on, or maybe end on if we want to, but is this, okay, so stay-at-home moms or moms that think, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to stay at home the whole time. I don't want to work. And then you have your baby, and 2 days later, you're like, I need to go get a job.
Get me out of here. Let me go.
Or even down the road, like, you know, you're staying at home and you're like, you know, never say never of, like, wanting to be a stay-at-home mom. Or even, like, working mom saying never will I stay at home, and then you end up. I think life changes. Kids change you. You figure out what you want.
Yes.
I'm not staying at home. I would like a part-time work for fun.
Sounds great. But it sounds like that's what I'm going to do when I retire.
Gotta win the lottery. But, you know, when you work, when it's just because I want to give back and volunteer, that would be cool. But no, I just think a lot of people have thoughts of what kind of mom they're going to be. Like, and then they don't turn out that way.
No.
Yeah, so definitely never say never on that one.
Yeah, 1,000%. So if you've got any other fun never say never moments where you were just like, I cannot believe that I even said that. How, like, absolutely drop those in the comments below and share those with us. We're going to be posting this across all of our social media and beyond. So we would love to connect with you guys. If you have any other mom stories or mom podcast requests, we do these every once in a while. So
we're very consistent. We're in moms and we have babies, you know, and we work. So we get to it.
When we get to it.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for watching or listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.